Hi everybody, this is Lara at pureelliottwave.com. I'm going to be presenting as part of this FX Traders Edge Elliott Wave forecasting event on the 17th of August. I'm putting a link in the description box for this video. Please click on the link and go on through to this page and register for this event. You'll be giving me a lot of support by doing that. So that's what I get your support, but you get a whole bunch of free stuff. You get an hour's access to my analysis. I'll be covering Bitcoin and the S&P 500 live with you. And if I have time, I'll also cover NASDAQ. But wait, there's more. If you register for this event, you'll also have an exclusive offer to sign up for a free month of my Pure Elliott Wave Weekly on my website, pureelliottwave.com. That's once a week analysis of Bitcoin and the S&P 500 and gold and US oil for a whole month free. But wait, there's even more. If you register for this event, you're also going to get the opportunity to sign up and get a free copy of my ebook, Pure Elliott Wave. The rules in my book, which took me years to write, the rules are exactly the same as Frost and Preachter's classic Elliott Wave principle, but I've written it to try and be as clear and concise as possible. But wait, there's more. You'll also go in a draw to win one free lifetime access to my online course, Learn Pure Elliott Wave, which is normally priced at $395. Not only am I a CMT, Chartered Market Technician, not only do I have over a decade of experience, I've been analysing markets since 2008, I'm also a trained, professionally qualified New Zealand secondary school teacher. I used to teach high school science, biology and geography. So coming from that angle, I've created some totally unique learning exercises as part of this course. If you're a kinesthetic learner, you'll learn by doing, and I find those learners the hardest to reach. So I've got some truly unique learning exercises to teach you Elliott Wave structures. There's 20 lessons. Most of them have quizzes or further reading, and as part of your access to the course, you'll have me supporting you via email to help you with your learning Elliott Wave. So there's a whole bunch of really good reasons for you to click on this link and register with FX Traders Edge, and if you do so, you'll be giving me a lot of support, and I really appreciate your support. Thank you. I'm going to update the next little cryptocurrency on my list that subscribers to my channel and members request. I'm looking at Tron. My last update was, it was back here, so October last year? Okay. And I expected price to move lower. My target was, what is this, 0.02498. What's it got down to? I think this is actually the low. Let's just expand that out. This is 0.051371. It didn't get down to my target, and this is 0.04. This is the low, so 0.047. So it didn't reach my target, but it did go lower. That's okay. So let's have a look and see if this could be correct. I'm just checking to see. No, C is not below A. Interesting. So I don't know what's happening there then. Okay, let's get rid of that. It's just kind of gone sideways, hasn't it? Let's get rid of that. What is happening here, Tron? What are you doing? I think this looks like some kind of double zigzag. So C hasn't moved beyond A, and I don't want to label C incomplete as an impulse, although it would fit, because then it would be truncated. And I don't think these cryptocurrencies do truncations readily, and certainly not in this context. Truncation should only occur in the context of a really strong trend. So this is what I mean. Something like this, if you had a 3, 4 and a slightly truncated fifth wave after a movement like this, that would be an acceptable context to view a truncation in. But this is not that context. This is within the context of sideways movement, so I'm not going to see a truncation over there. I'm going to delete all of that. We're going to start again. This looks like the low here. I don't want to label B like that. What if it's a multiple combination? No, I don't like that at all. I don't like any of this. This is so hard. Every now and then I come across a chart which has got me slightly stumped. This looks like such a good 5-wave impulse, but would it also subdivide neatly as a zigzag? Possibly. I know, I think I'd want to put A here and B. I want to see some kind of triangle. I don't think that's going to work though. Let's have a quick look at a triangle. No, that's... Oh, I don't like this at all. Oh, sorry, I sound like such an old fussy person. I don't like that at all. Oh, I don't. It doesn't look very good. Oh, it could be a barrier triangle. Okay, but I don't think the trend lines are going to look very good at all. Oh, not too bad. I'm going to have to put D here. Oh, God, is D move... Well, for a barrier triangle, D can move slightly beyond the end of B, so long as the BD trend line looks essentially flat to the eye. This doesn't look very good, though. Oh, it might be the best I can come up with. That meets Elliott Wave rules. No, really? This is not my day. This is not my day. It didn't start out well with the surf session, and it isn't going much better with work. Maybe I should have just not gotten up this morning. Maybe that would have been the thing to do. This is going to fit better. Is one going to fit? What's one going to fit as? I'm finding the crowd here at Playa Saladita really difficult in the surf. It just makes life a bit more challenging, shall we say. And some of the people out there can be pretty aggressive, and I just tend to get a bit upset with that. Oh, if WN's there, then X has got to be some kind of expanded flat. I don't like that at all. What is this? What are you doing? Okay, let's just pop over to the weekly. This one. I'm trying to figure out this bigger picture. I'm trying to figure out how intermediate 2 is subdividing. Now, the only other way I thought this could be would be intermediate 2 was over here, and then we have minor 1 and minor 2, and that might actually have a better fit. I think I'm going to have to go with that, because this, what I'm doing here, is not working. We need a semi-log scale, Lara. Okay. The proportions aren't going to be great, and it's going to be a super bullish wave count. But I don't know, that it might have a better fit. And then I'd have this. See, the proportion of minor 2 is a lot longer than intermediate 2. 66 days, 212 days. Wow, not great proportion. But if the subdivisions fit and I can't figure another way to see it, then that's how I'm going to see it. So I think this could be a double zigzag. Oh, okay. That will actually probably have a decent look as a double zigzag, and this is going to be quite a nice impulse. We'll go with that. No, I think X, what's this high? Expand this out so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, that's the high. A, B's. No, you want to see a triangle here, but that won't fit. Oh goodness, that's not going to work as a combination for B either. What is happening here? Why is this particular market so difficult? Or is it me? I'm just not getting it today. I don't know. No, can't do that. Oh, it's got to be this. Oh, I don't like that at all. Okay, no, so X. Okay, X must be a triangle. Yeah, we're back to the barrier triangle. Yeah, not the best look. Meets all Elliott Wave rules. Really don't like the look of that too much. That BD trend line, I mean, this is the only Elliott Wave rule that's subjective, has any grey area at all. This is the rule. Within a barrier triangle, the AC trend line should have a slope, and the BD trend line should look essentially flat. So within a barrier triangle, C may not move beyond the end of A. D should end about the same level as B, so that the BD trend line looks flat. Does that really look that flat? That looks like a bit of a downward slope, but I think that might be a slight optical illusion because we've got this downward sloping line just above it. I think it looks flat enough to meet the rule. I like Elliott Wave because the rules are, apart from that one, absolute, and that's the only one that has an area of subjectivity. I think, what if I put 3 here and 4 could be a running triangle here? No, not like that motive wave, like this. Is this going to have a good look with the trend lines? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so intermediate 2 could have been over as a double zigzag with not a very good looking X wave in there. I'm not totally happy about that. But minor 2, my goodness, doesn't this look like a really good 3-wave structure? Do I want to spend much time on how this B wave subdivides? No. No, I do not. Not today, folks, not today. Goodness, why was that so difficult, Lara? I don't know, it's just not my day. I'm sorry, guys. Let's do some technical analysis. This is easier than Elliott Wave. I think this is the first time in a very, very long time I've opened up a chart and been slightly, well, not too stumped, but a little bit. First thing I want to look at, let's look at weekly chart levels and let's look at candlesticks. Here's an important high for Tron. This high was in December 2017. On the weekly chart, no bearish candlestick pattern. It's exhibiting exponential growth here. That's what we like to see. Every cryptocurrency chart I've ever looked at exhibits exponential growth. It has this vertical spike and then it has a huge crash. So it went from 30 cents to under 1 cent. This is a semi-log scale, so it doesn't look like a massive crash, but it is in percentage terms a massive bear market. Coming up off this important low, there's no bullish candlestick pattern. At this important high, there's a bearish candlestick pattern on the weekly chart for this candlestick. It didn't have push from volume though, volume is lighter. Here's a bullish candlestick pattern after a few weeks of downward movement. This is a hammer. This one, I'll have to calculate the length of the wick. No, the lower wick is not twice the length of the real body. So that's not a bullish reversal pattern, but it is bullish because it has this bullish long lower wick. It's a red session moving price lower, which saw an increase in volume. So volume, hard to say, I think, because downward movement can end on stronger volume. So it's hard to say if that's bullish or bearish. We have really strong support at 0.046821. What's volume doing? Let's expand this out. I'm going to really want to look at this sideways movement. Here we have price falling on declining volume, price rising on increasing volume, that's bullish. Here again, volume pushing price higher is bullish. Price falls, volume declines. Price rises, volume pushes it higher, particularly this session here, the 1st of May, that was quite bullish. The next session, an upward session, but it's closed red, slightly higher volume. This downward session, an increase in volume as price moves lower, but it has this bullish, not session week, this has this bullish long lower wick. So the volume profile for this consolidation at the weekly chart level is bullish. On balance volume, if price is consolidating, on balance volume is going to be consolidating as well. Has it given us any signals? I would say on balance volume is bearish. Here's the support line, has multiple tests, is somewhat long held, and has a very shallow slope. On balance volume broke below support, chested resistance twice, and is now moving lower. On balance volume would suggest Tron is about to break out downwards from this consolidation using this technique. I prefer to use that technique than divergence with on balance volume. This previous upward trend reached very extreme, reached above 60 and above both DX lines. Here ADX is caught up and indicated this is a new upward trend, but currently it's declining, indicating no clear trend and price is consolidating. RSI overbought here. No bearish divergence at the highs, not for the short term anyway. Let's squish it up for the note, not for the long term either. Hasn't managed to reach oversold, was in bearish territory here, but pretty much neutral now, very close to 50. Money flow index, is this with its greater sensitivity going to give us a better picture? Is this divergence here? The close of this week, 0.105934, and the close of this week, 0.06. No, price and money flow index are both closed lower. So no bullish divergence there. ATR, what's this telling about us about volatility during this consolidation? As price moves lower, ATR is declining. ATR increases from here to here as price overall moves higher. So range is increasing as price moves higher and declining as price moves lower. So that's quite common for cryptocurrencies. It's bullish, but it doesn't mean price can't go lower first. It's not very helpful, really, is it? And stochastics neutral. Let's look at the daily chart level. Let's first look at this low on the 22nd of June 2021. At the daily chart level, here's a bullish candlestick pattern. It doesn't have support from volume. And now let's look at the next low to see if there's a candlestick pattern. Yes, quite a good one. This is a bullish piercing pattern, and it does have support from volume, and it's got a bullish long lower wick. That's quite bullish at the daily chart level. And here's our support line, 0.046821. What's the volume profile doing since that low? Price rising, volume declining. Price falling, volume slightly increasing, and now price rising, volume slightly increasing, and again here, weaker on downward sessions, declining again for upward movement, declining for downward movement, and now increasing for upward movement. It's just not very clear, is it? It's all over the place. That's not particularly helpful. This is not very clear, this one. I've just added some trend lines to on-balance volume, and it's not really giving very clear signals. If you could have read this here on this session, the 23rd of July is a bearish break below support, but it would be very, very weak because this trend line has too strong a slope. It's been weakened, tested, and broken below, but it's got a decent slope, so no really useful signals from on-balance volume. During this consolidation at the daily chart level, ADX has managed to reach very extreme for swings at the daily chart level within it. Extreme upward trend here, extreme downward trend here. Currently declining at very low levels. The positive DX line is above the negative. If the ADX line reaches 15, that would give a very strong bullish signal. Hasn't done that yet though. RSI reached oversold here on the 14th of June. The following day there was that low, so could be sustained. Back here there's some bullish divergence between price and RSI. Let's focus on the current low. Money flow index, probably not exhibiting any divergence at this low. Nope, no divergence at the low, and it didn't reach oversold. Firmly in neutral territory now. ATR overall flat at the moment as price is consolidating, and stochastics in neutral territory. Well, not only is the Elliott Wave particularly difficult for this, but the classic technical analysis is not as clearly bullish as most other cryptocurrency charts that I've viewed lately. I like the look of the chart from this point of view though. I love this. This is looking at it on an arithmetic scale. This exponential growth, massive crash, second wave of exponential growth, and another massive crash, and really strong support around here. So if I did invest some, it would be the minimum that my broker would allow. No more. Only enough, like probably less than I'd spend on a restaurant meal. So if I lose it all, I would probably not even notice, let alone wouldn't lose any sleep over it. That's going to be my approach for Tron. I'll have a consideration of maybe buying just a really small amount later today, and if I do, I'll notify my membership in comments in the last Bitcoin analysis post. If you haven't already done so yet, please consider registering for that upcoming presentation I have on the 17th of August. So there's quite a few goodies in there for you if you sign up, register, and I'll be analysing Bitcoin and the S&P 500, and if I have time it looks like I'll be doing NASDAQ for you as well on the 17th of August. I'll put the link in the description box below. Thank you.